Welcome everyone, I'm Steve Savant, host of the Business Insurance Zone, and today I'm with Outlook Life's Peggy Mace. Welcome, Peggy.
Hi, thanks Steve for having me.
You know, we're talking today about something, a lot of people go to your site, outlooklife.com, they go to your site for one thing, term insurance more than anything else.
Right.
And when we think about term insurance, I like to use the acronym with term insurance, TERM, Temporary Expense Reimbursement Money. If something happens to me, what do I need to do to pay off anything that I need to reimburse? Could be my mortgage.
Right.
Could be debt to my cars. Could be college education. It could be summer retirement. I'm trying to take care of my spouse.
Yeah.
Whatever it is it temporary? And if it's temporary, I'm looking at term insurance.
Yeah, that's a great little acronym. I like that.
TERM.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at Outlook Life, when I went on outlooklife.com, I'm looking at, you have term. I'm really surprised. 5-year, 10-year, 15-year, 20. There's even 25, 30, and I know a couple carriers out there now are at 40-year.
Right,
I
exactly.
mean, is that really term insurance if it's out 40 years? It sounds so long. You know? We'll talk a little bit about term and how do we know we're getting the right price? Because I'm always looking for affordable life insurance.
Sure.
And term is affordable, but how long?
Right. Well, the idea of term insurance normally is that the price stays the same for the whole entire term or the number of years that
it's a
you
guaranteed
buy.
level.
Right, yes. Some aren't. You know, you do get term insurance where the price will stay the same for a few years and then it'll go up. So that is a feature that you have to look for. And like you said, the word is level. And so the longer the term you get, the more it's going to cost you per month. But then again, you may be 30 years old and you're going to be paying the same rate at 69 if you get a 30-year or a 40-year term as you would at age 30. So that's where the real benefit of those long terms come in.
I've noticed in term insurance that they also manage your health in such a way that if you have really good blood and urine exam, because we have to take it for life insurance,
right.
And if I'm going to do it for term, I noticed that you can really get affordable life insurance. If you're in real good shape, this phrase called super preferred category, that's really cheap. Now, the problem that I noticed on outlooklife.com, when I go down there, everybody in America thinks they're super preferred non-smoker. So they're always quoting the best. When they come to the site, how do you do that? So you can really bring people kind of like, well, it's maybe not as perfect as, your health isn't as perfect as you think it is.
Right. Well, we ask some qualifying questions on there. We ask about family history, if you have any health conditions. We ask height and weight, that enters in, and the gender. And then our quoter will bring up an instant quote. Even if you have a health condition, it'll show you what the most affordable rate should be out of the 20 or so companies in there. However, we also follow up and just make sure, you know, we ask a couple more questions especially if there's anything marked on there, such as if you have a health condition, we'll ask a few more in-depth questions, and then we definitely pare it down so you get an accurate quote from the most affordable company for your situation.
When I look at other quoters, I normally don't see the kind of questions that you ask and the human follow-up that your personnel at outlooklife.com that you do. And I think that makes the difference of why you have such a high placement ratio.
We do.
And these others have what they call in our industry at least, not taken offers.
Right.
Because
that's
everybody just went
for us.
out to the site and said, I'm preferred, super preferred, and they plugged it in. But what that does is you give a pre-qualifying battery of questions.
Right.
You have personal follow-up, and then when they see the app, if there's any flag on the application, you go back to the client and say, now, here's what this is. This may change the premium. Will that change your desire to acquire it?
Yes, exactly. And we also do explain the terms of the policy. For example, our clients don't go into our policy thinking that this 10-year term policy is going to stay the same rate at year 11. You know, we get all those features. And another feature of term insurance that you really need to look at is whether the term is convertible. And what convertible means is that when that term is up, or whatever the time period that they set for the ability to convert it, you can change it to a permanent policy. And if you were rated super preferred on the term insurance, you'll be rated super preferred on that permanent policy. without asking any health questions.
Well, so I could buy term because it's very affordable. It's affordable life insurance.
Right.
But if I did need later down the road, I said, well, I really need to make this a permanent policy.
Right.
If it has a convertible feature to it, and I convert within the window of convertibility, I can actually secure that.
Right.
Well, I think that's a huge thing that we don't ever talk about.
Right.
One little word of warning, though, because I just saw this on one of the sites, not OutlookLife.com's site, but I saw it on another site where they were actually selling accidental death benefit as a life insurance term contract. And remember, those contracts, accidental death benefit, only pay on an accident. They don't pay on all circumstances like regular term insurance.
Right.
So even though it looks affordable, even though it looks the cheapest on the spreadsheets, be careful. Real term insurance covers all things, not just accidental death.
Great point. Very important.
Well, again, I'm with Peggy Mace from OutlookLife.com. If you have any questions on term, just go out to their site. It's easy to navigate, and it's actually going to take into some of these questions so you can find out their quote will be pretty close to the legitimate quote that you're looking for.
Absolutely.